doing lights. I got new song out, Swim. Have to make lights for it in Ableton. So yeah, here we are. Well, we got the deck set up finally. Lived here for 10 years. My wife's been saying for a while that she wants to be able to go out here and like take a nap when it's nice out or just chill or whatever. So we finally pulled the trigger, found a pretty good deal on Wayfair and got this furniture set up. They actually messed up. They didn't send us the table at first, and they gave us, instead of giving us one of these, like a middle seat, they gave us an extra corner chair, like this one, with the two sides. So I sent them an email, say, hey, I got this extra, missing this though. And a few days later, they sent us the rest of it. So we got the table, one of these. So they ended up giving us 2 extra chairs. So it's bigger than what it should be. So instead of a 7-piece set, we got a 9-piece set, which is, it worked out. Now the whole family can stretch out. What's up, guys? How you doing? No walking today. I was like, I want to try the deck. So this is my first time hanging out on the deck. Still more she wants to do, like, I'm sure she wants to stain the stains coming off. It's been almost 10 years since this got stained. And then she wants to add like a privacy lattice, I think, on this side, because our neighbors have one on their side over there, so we figured this side. Yeah, so pretty cool. You can hear the birds and the other woodland creatures. I gotta leave for tour tomorrow, heading to Virginia Beach, and actually I need to look because I am not sure where we're playing. Tomorrow we'll be in Virginia Beach, and we got Raleigh, Asheville, Charlotte, and Carolina Beach, and then Monday, Tuesday, we're actually gonna come home, because days off on the road, you're actually spending money, and that's bad because it's expensive to tour and you don't want to be hemorrhaging money just sitting out there. So rather than hang out and just do hotels and stuff, we're just going to leave after the set in Carolina Beach on Sunday, drive back up here, and we'll have Monday and Tuesday off. And then we've got Wednesday in Bethlehem, PA, Hampton Beach, Boston, Westerly, Rhode Island, and then Rockaway Beach in New York. And then we're home. So pretty easy run this time around. We're doing real short runs through the summer, which is great. We did a month back in February, and that felt like forever. We used to tour like 9 weeks, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks at a time, and it was whatever. It was like the best time ever. It like sucked because we really couldn't afford hotels and things back in the day, but we were just younger, I guess, and I didn't have a family. Nobody had families, you know? Now a month just feels like, 2 weeks is great, and even better because it's broken up into 2 parts. We get to come home for a couple days, so. And doing like East Coast touring is like the best because everything's really close. Everything on the West Coast is so far apart, and the drives are really long. Our July run is only the same, like 18 days or something. A little bit longer drives. So the worst drives are going to be from Corpus Christi to Pensacola, but we do have a day off in between to get there, but we'll be driving all day Monday for sure. We ended up adding a show in St. Augustine because the first one sold out. So we're going to have that whole week. We've got 6 shows that week after a, 12, 14-hour drive from Texas. 12 shows, or 6 shows in a row. Second to last show is St. Augustine, Saturday night. We have to drive overnight up to Myrtle Beach for the final show of the run on that Sunday. It's an early load-in, so I think we have to load in at like noon or 1 because the show starts at like 5. So we got to drive overnight. It's going to suck. But then, we'll have the hotel there so we can get sleep after and probably just leave early morning on Monday to come home. Yeah, don't forget that one, guys. Harrisburg, Cleveland, Newark, Nashville, Little Rock, Dallas, San Antonio, Houston, Corpus Christi, Pensacola, St. Augustine, St. Pete, Fort Myers, St. Augustine again, and then Myrtle Beach. And we're doing that with Sideways and Beachfly. This next run we've got starting tomorrow is Tropodelic. It's the second leg with those guys. And then we are having our friends Authority Zero and Dale and the Z-Dubs on select dates. So just check the flyers online, check the venues, and just make sure, about the lineup. Should be good. We haven't played with Authority Zero in years, and we did a tour with them in 2013, and they're just awesome. I think we were out for like 6 weeks, 7 weeks with those guys. Killer tour. We've done a bunch of stuff with Dale. I'm just, trying to get my headspace of going on the road again. I always get anxious before the runs now. I don't know why. Even like my little gig I did Sunday here in Havre de Grace downtown at the State Theater, just an acoustic set. Just get real anxious now before shows. I don't know why. It's not like it's hard for me to play, to perform. I've done it thousands of times at this point. I'm like, I guess I'm like, oh, I hope I don't break a string. Oh, I hope I don't forget my lyrics, which I did. I did forget some lyrics. Didn't break any strings, which was great. I have this nice Takamine that I bought used at Guitar Center last year. It was kind of acting weird, like the input was weird, so I had it fixed. And this was back in February. And then I brought it to the show for sound check, and it was doing the same thing, just messed up. Didn't get to use it the whole run. And then Sunday night, I brought it to the show because I'd plugged it into my interface earlier and it seemed like it was fine. Plugged it into the show, nothing happened. It was just making this real bad distorted sound. So like an amateur, I unplugged it before I asked him to mute the front of house. And it just huge, explosive pop startled everybody. So that was a real amateur move right there. It's like, you'd think it was my first gig ever. I took it to my guitar guy, and I guess he's never dealt with that before. He didn't know how to take out the preamp in there. So I brought it home, did some YouTubing, and I figured it out myself. Popped it out, and I ordered another one. It cost almost $200 on Reverb. So it'll be here sometime this week. And then when we get home on Monday, I'll just swap it out and then be able to bring that guitar out. I just want a nice guitar for my solo shows, and then of course playing the Ballyhoo gigs. But I think on this run, actually, we're not doing any acoustic songs during the set, so I may just leave it home and just leave it solely for my own solo gigs that I'm doing. I'm doing some private parties this summer, and I'm playing a couple bars. I'm doing the Island Route Kava Bar down in Satellite Beach and Port St. Lucie in August. And then I'm also doing the Reggae at the Rock at the Hard Rock Hotel in Daytona. So all on the same weekend. I'm hoping to pick up some more parties as well, because they pay well. They're relatively smooth. And I just drive, man. I'll fly, but I'm not a huge fan of flying. I don't like flying. I don't like the whole experience. And then there's the whole planes falling out of the sky the last few months, which is a little unnerving. But I just like to drive, dude. I like being on the ground and being in control. And it's cheaper, honestly. I have the person, hosting or whoever is doing the party, I have them pay for the travel. I just can't have it eating into my costs like that. I don't have to charge them as much if I drive. So it works out for both parties. I'm stoked to do that stuff on my own. Did that stuff in Texas last month, and it was great. I had a good time, and I was amongst friends. It is nice too, because especially when I'm driving, I get to just think by myself and just listen to audiobooks and podcasts and ponder my life when I'm driving these long drives. But I'm actually going to take Drew, our merch guy. He's going to come with me on this Florida run, so he can run merch for me. And cause I hate running my own merch. I hate doing all of it. It's like stressful because first off, I can't see that well anymore, so I got to wear these readers, and it's hard to see at night. And he's just better at organizing all that, and taking the payments and all that, and I just get to play and do the thing and not have to worry about it. And I know that he's going to help make us more money, and then I can pay him, and it just works out. So I'm glad he's coming down. It's going to be great. I ordered a tabletop fire pit, like a really fancy looking one that you'd see at like a nice restaurant or something. It's about this long and it's made of concrete. We'll set it there, and it even comes with the marshmallow sticks or whatever. So us and the kids will roast some marshmallows, and yeah, it's cool. It's gonna be nice. We've never had this before, so it's gonna be a nice little summer out here, I think, especially in the evening. It gets really stupid hot here in the summers. Last year we had an awful heat wave, but 100 plus, but in the evenings it's gonna be great. Early morning and evening. Temperature is amazing right now. 74 degrees. I'm definitely gonna have to come out here and shoot some vlogs with the coffee and stuff in the morning. Get that early morning started. Get the vibes right, you know. She has all her herbs over here, fresh herbs. Me and Halo put some fresh basil on our spaghetti last night. That was nice. I have these lights here, and if they're RGB, so they can be whatever. So I like to change the colors every month for like whatever month it is. And lately we've been using like a more kind of off yellow, like a warmer tone, and then I bring it down, like the glow, so that it's sort of glowing and not like super bright. Makes it really pretty. But I think now that we have this, I'll turn on the brightness a little bit, and I think it'll be a nice little vibe at night. And then with that fire, yeah, it's gonna be tight. Of course, I leave for tour bright and early in the morning, so I won't be able to do that until next week, but at least her and the kids can get out here a little bit, hopefully. All right, well, I got more to do. I gotta start packing, and we're leaving at like 7 a.m. tomorrow to head down to Virginia Beach. So I hope to see you guys. Hope if you're watching this video, maybe we'll see you at a show in the next 2 weeks. Ballyhoo Tropodelic, Authority Zero, Dale and the Z-Dubs. You know, it's gonna be fun. Tomorrow night show is free as well. It's on the ocean front there. We did it a couple years ago. It was a lot of fun. So you got no excuse, Virginia Beach. We'll see you then, okay? All right, I'm gonna go make some lunch and pack and do the more things that I have to do. But this is great. This is great. This is pretty cool, man. Well, it was quiet.